And I've already dug 2 privies back here. Thinking this one might be a slightly newer privy. Like maybe 40 years newer. But hey, you know, we'll take what we can get at this point. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what we can see. All right, well, within 5 minutes or less, I dig up this 1860s, early 70s looking plain Jane medicine, but boy, I swear that lip looks like it's applied. Tooled at the least, but boy, I don't know. What say you? I don't know. That smooth base without any mold lines or anything, that's usually pretty old. Usually 60s. I'm going to say early 70s. Yeah. All right, boys and girls. Standing on my head, I don't have it wiggled loose yet. Almost looks teal colored. What do you think? Blow all the dirt off of the camera that I just dropped on it. It is still pretty tight in the hole. I thought I would have it a little bit loose. Apparently not. Apparently not. Oop, there we go. It's loose now. Out of the hole. Oh, it's a citrate. Citrate of magnesia. An early one. It's one of those early smooth base guys. 1860s. Shit. Yeah. God, I haven't dug one of these in a while. I always like those. There's some sunlight here, those funky tops. Especially on the earlier ones. Wow, that's pretty cool. I dig it. Or rather, I dug it. Whoops. The whole time I had my phone upside down. Wonder how that's gonna film, huh? Alright, boys and girls. After about an hour and 10 minutes after the last bottle, finally, there's something with writing on it here. It's not anywhere close to being wiggled loose. So, I'm gonna dig it out some more and wiggle it loose and bring you back. Yeah, that's in there. I'll bring you back in a minute. Hang on. Hold on there. Late 60s, early 70s, I'm guessing. That's what everything seems to be coming out at this hole, or this depth. So, it almost looks like a Wakefield's blackberry blah blah balsam or something, but I can't see anything without my glasses. I'm not even going to try until I have it out of the hole. Alright, be back in a minute. Well, I promised to bring you back, but wiggling this piece of glass loose right here, wiggled the bottle loose. So, we are going to... Oh, are you crapping me? Oh, aside from a Listerine, it's about the most common bottle there is, a Whitmore shoe polish. Way down this deep. That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. Really? Oh, God. Well, Probably the oldest Whitmore shoe polish bottle I'll ever dig up, would be my guess. And what was on top of it? A goblet. Looks like a goblet. Amazing that didn't break the shoe polish. Oh well. You know, they all can't be pawned. Although, speaking of which, I think this bad boy almost qualifies. I'm having, without my glasses, I can't see too well, but boy, oh boy, it's old looking. That could be a pawned base. Drag it home and look at it closer. Okay, after 3 hours of digging, I got 1 bottle per hour. I'll tell you, I'm not champing at the bit to get back here tomorrow, but you know, just on the off chance I might have missed something. Back around under there, there's still a little trash, and same goes for back under here. Absolutely no depth below what you can see, which is about 4 feet at the most. So I'll come back refreshed tomorrow to finish it out, fill it in, and hopefully probe out a better hole. Yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. Till then, happy trails. We're here to scrape the edges and fill her in. See if there's one more bottle down there I missed yesterday. That's about all I would hope for. Anyway, that's the story. Okay, just when I was thinking, which is what I get for thinking, I was thinking, boy, this ground's so hard, there's no way I'll end up finding a bottle when I go to fill it in. And then as I was shoveling out the dirt I'd knocked down, lo and behold, an 1880s slick pharmacy bottle, which is not what's taking my breath away, nor is the fact that where my screwdriver handle is, there's a bottle back here. I doubt you can see it, but in case you can, it's upside down. There's the neck and the lip. Oh, there's the neck and the lip. Part of the bottle exposed. And that's as deep as anything else I've dug in this hole, so I'm expecting it to be 1870s. Oh, and before I forget, there was another base. Oh, here we go. Similar to the one I brought home last night that looked pontled. Man, this one looks almost the same without any glass protrusions. I'm guessing almost 60s on that little round guy. No embossing, no clues, no nothing. But that base looks, I don't know, funky and old to my eye. Anyway, as soon as I hopefully get this one wiggled loose back here, I'll bring you along for the adventure. Yeah. Well, the little booger was smaller than I thought. I thought it'd be like maybe a Thompson's eye water or something. Another one of those super smooth bases. No embossing, of course, but yeah, kind of a cool little guy. Yeah, could have been a rare one. I could have missed it had I filled in the hole. Ditto for the other bottle, you know. You never know. Never know. Could be a rare one right there, 3 inches back. Yeah. Well, alrighty, hour and a half after I dug my last bottle, I think. I thought this was a soda at first, but I thought it was a little big. It does have some embossing, which I at first thought was something great, but now it looks like the logo for Consolidated Fruit Jar Company. And then way back in the back there, you can see a little bitty guy. Oop, he's wiggling free already. I can feel no embossing. But hey, it's a bottle. It's all there. It's old. It's kind of what counts. Be nice if there was some embossing. Boy, look at the lip on that thing. That's an oldie. Look at the crude on that. Anyway, back to digging out this fruit jar. I'll come back with you if I get it loose. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know if it's wiggled loose or not, but I can feel the tin lid up there. So I'm presuming, oop, there we go. And it's got a big frickin' chip in it, which they almost always do. I was right about the CFJ. And probably a... oh hell, this would have been a nice jar. Patent. It's just an 1858er. No big whoop whoop. The lid's still stuck back in there. There we go. Which always kind of makes me wonder, how did the lip get chipped if it still had the lid on it? Yeah. Well, where there's 2 bottles, I always say there could be 3. And looky there. It's number 3. Looks like a plain Jane medicine, but you never know. You gotta dig it out like it's a $10,000 bottle. Yeah. Well, sad but true, but I think I know what it is. I think it's an Ayers hair restorer or hair renewer, only with embossing on the base, if it even has that. It's an oldie. It's older than the more valued peacock blue ones. And usually says Ayers hair vigor or something. I see Ayers. Yeah, that's right. That's all they say is Ayers on the bottom. Anyway, some of these are pretty damn old. I'll have to clean it up and see how crude it looks. I'm guessing 1890s, maybe late 80s, considering it came out right next to that fruit jar. And yeah. Well, alrighty. I was just getting done coming around the last curve here, hoping there was one last bottle, and came across what I thought was an English food bottle, food jar. But if you can see, that's an upside down U and a slug plate. Only thing I can think of that has that is a USA Hospital Department bottle. And is that an S next to it? I don't know. Sure looks like one. Oh my God. And I tapped my screwdriver all the way in it, and it tapped solid. doesn't mean it's all there, but I have never dug a USA Hospital Department bottle. And actually, I think this is the rarer jar. Though I'd rather have the bottle. But hey, I'd rather have cobalt blue too, but you know, I'll take what I got. And it looks crude enough. Look at that lip. That lip looks applied. I think I got me a USA Hospital Department bottle. I think I've only dug fragments of them before and not the embossed part. So I'm excited. I will hopefully bring you back when it wiggles free. Hopefully. There's no guarantee though. Alrighty, I don't know if it's all there. I had a hostile brick here and a brick there. And it's stuck in really hard clay. Here it comes. Oh my God. It's got a bottom. It's got a slug plate. It is a hospital department. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Holy cow. Never thought I'd actually dig one up. USA Hospital Department. Oh my goodness. Oh God. I can't wait to get it up top and cleaned up. Yeah. Unreal. It looks like it's in damage-free condition. Yeah. About noon o'clock. I'm just here to scrape around the edges, see if I can find something, and lo and behold, I did find something back there. Probably a plain Jane. But I thought I would check with you guys first and see. Should I bring you along for a plain Jane? Well, my thought is it might not be a plain Jane. So let me dig it out some more and I'll bring you along, hopefully. Although these things have been popping out at me because the clay is so hard. It's like cement back here. Yeah. Well, just as I feared, it rolled out on me. A little Wyeth style strap-sided little bottle. No base embossing. Real flat, real smooth. Even more importantly, no side embossings. But it does have a pretty crude looking little applied top to it. So, bottle's a bottle. Could have been a good one. And I was ready to fill in the hole. Yeah, I know. Okay, these are the bottles from the USA Hospital Department dig, and these all came out in perfect condition. This bad boy's got a really nice applied lip on it. Smooth base, as 99.9% of these are, according to information that I've been able to find. And boy, you know, by far the best bottle I dug this year. I'm going to stick him back in the shade because that sun is awful warm and that bottle's cold. And you got to be careful because some of these older bottles will crack if you put them in the window and they heat up too quickly. I've had it happen right in my hand, you know, just holding it in my hand, warming up the bottle too quickly. Boom. I mean, I've had them just go tink. It's like, wow. Oh no. This one is that Ayers Hair Vigor that I misidentified in the field. My brain gets to swimming sometimes and I can't think straight. And it looks like there is an S at the end of that, but it's real faint. You know, Ayers Hair Vigor.
And I believe this one is actually an applied top, but it's so neatly made, it's hard to see. But if you put like a paper clip down in the lip and with a bend in it and try to pull it up and it catches, you know you've definitely got an applied lip. It's not like that on all applied lips, though. Some people seem to think it is, but some were formed, you know, with a separate piece of glass, but they used a lipping tool that smoothed out that little ridge that normally would be there with an added glob of glass on there. If you know, if they took enough time to do that, just as often as not, they just slopped it on there, and so you got this little ridge in there. This citrate of magnesia bottle, these things always seem to come out of mid-1860s or earlier holes, and I have seen a few that were paneled. Oops, getting careless here, Jack. This one has an early key or half circle mold, hinge mold of sorts, indicating it's an early one, and a pretty sloppy looking lip on that thing. And then the kind of the coolest one is the most common one, this Whitmore shoe polish. I ran it by David Whitten, the fellow who runs the Glassmakers Marks website. Turns out he's a fan of Whitmore shoe polish bottles, has a collection of them, so we kind of commiserated on, you know, our Whitmore shoe polish bottles. And this one actually has like serif style writing, you know, or embossing on the E's and the T's. You can sort of see a very slight stylization. And the other thing too is that this one has a tendency to stand up on its side, whereas the later ones they're more rounded, and they're really, I mean, this one's wonky, but it'll stand. The other ones, they'll just flop right over. And the base on this one's pretty crude too. And then the close-up, you know, you look really close up on this lip, and it's hard to see with the naked eye, even with a bespectacled eye. But that's certainly an applied lip there, no doubt about that. So, as common as they are, that's one of the earliest ones, and we were trying to figure it out because the internet shows that they were in business at least by the late 1850s. But the Sons, when they took it over, supposedly were the first ones to actually emboss any of their polished bottles. So, that was like 1873 is as far back as they can seem to document any embossing. So, there you have it. The big finds of the USA Hospital Department dig. Yeah. It was quite a surprise. I was expecting something from turn of the century and found something from the 1860s. Pretty cool.